talking about something very serious as Drowning Prevention Week is on. And although, guess what? Every day is Drowning Prevention Day.
Absolutely.
In everyone's world. And you don't want to know, you don't want to have that moment. I don't even want the scare. Thanks. Chris Wagg with me here from Lifesaving Society. You're the area chair. And what's the number one thing, message-wise, that you tell parents?
Primarily, it's to be within arm's reach. You always want to be within arm's reach of your children, your guests at your place. So that's the number one key thing. The other thing is to be prepared.
Okay.
So whether you're at the cottage or your backyard, you want to make sure that you have equipment with you that's going to help you keep your guests and your family safe.
Right.
So primarily, we always start with life jackets. So
exactly. That's a good one, and my little guy's always in one around any water. Who do we have here? What's your name? Will. Hi, Will. And?
Claire.
Hi, Claire. Will and Claire are here. Are you comfy in your life jacket?
Yes.
Of course, yeah. They're comfortable. They're all right now.
yeah, and the one thing I wanted to point out here is Will is wearing a Department of Transport approved life jacket.
Okay.
Or sorry, PFD.
Yeah.
So it's well fitting, and it
I
doesn't.
see that.
It doesn't come up over his shoulders, so you want to make
Yeah,
sure
that's the other thing. I've seen that where the shoulders are riding up here. I'm like, that jacket's too big.
it's obviously too big. Now, whereas Claire, she's wearing one here, and it seems to fit, but this isn't coming around through her legs where
Right.
it should be, and it actually won't support her weight.
It looks a little small.
It looks a little small,
Yeah.
but it is actually too small. So
Okay.
it's really important that you're looking into the correct weight. So for parents going to cottages, maybe not depending on the people that you're going to go visit, that they're going to have a proper fitting
Well, that's
life jacket.
big because they might not have for your age group, right? And so
Exactly.
you bring your own gear. You'll be fine.
Yeah, and then you
Okay.
don't have a thing to worry about.
Gotcha.
So, we have our PFDs, and then here we have an infant life jacket.
This
which,
is something I looked for a long time for my little guy. I wanted one that looked comfortable and it was easier to deal with. That looks awesome.
Yeah, and again, it's approved by the Department of Transportation, and it'll have all the weights in here. So you make
Okay.
sure that that's proper fitting. So you can have one even for your infant.
This part of a PFD is very important, right? This part for kids especially, the behind the head part, because it flips them over. Is that right?
A PFD will keep you floating in water,
Right.
whereas this is a life
jacket.
and this is what will actually flip you over in water.
Okay, so this is a PFD.
Yes.
Right? That's a life jacket.
A life jacket.
Okay.
So a PFD will keep you floating. So if you were to fall out of a boat, it'll
what
keep
we're
you
concerned
floating.
about is being unconscious, actually.
Yeah. So if you're unconscious, then it's the life jacket that will actually turn you
Isn't that
over
amazing?
and keep you an unconscious person.
Okay, this right here that you just grabbed, this medical kit is very important as well. You want to be prepared all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's fully loaded. And you could do an entire show on that, I feel
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
But tell me about something else that's going on here with your different plans of action through when you have a group around a pool, perhaps.
So this was an initiative that I thought was important for people who are planning parties. So we're calling
You hear
our
about
friends
this
and
every year, it's just the worst.
yeah, and you're bringing the potato salad, you're
Yeah.
bringing the sandwiches, I've got the drinks, but who's watching the pool?
Yeah,
So
big time.
what we thought of is that you could have this on, and it's a simple setup with your guests. It's a 15-minute rotation, kind of setting up your backyard guard.
Right.
So I'm on for 15 minutes. I'm not
And
going to
all
leave.
you're doing is watching that pool.
I'm watching
That's
the
what
pool.
your job is.
I don't have to have any special training. All I need is to have this whistle that if something's going on, I'm going to call attention to the
Good.
pool.
Okay.
Bring everybody around, and then when I'm done my shift, it's just a simple pass off, and then it's yours. So you just want to make sure that an adult has this with them at all times.
I want to remind people, what are the regulations for the backyard if you have a pool? You have to have a fence, right, that keeps the pool separate.
You have to have a 3-sided fence, and
What you recommend for?
a 4-sided fence. We were at a pool the other day where a new mom was concerned. She's got toddlers, so she put in a 4-sided fence just to make sure that moment that she turns her back or grabs the phone, she's left something on the stove. You turn your back, nobody's going to get in the water.
Yeah.
So she has that 4-sided fencing just to have that extra security.
Okay. If people want more information?
They can contact the Lifesaving Society. So it's lifesavingsociety.com.
Okay.
Lots of information on the website. And
one last thing we didn't get to, if someone is in trouble and you are a little unsure about whether or not you can handle helping them,
yeah, you don't want to put yourself at risk. So if you're in trouble, I want to put something between you and I.
I can grab this, because sometimes when you're panicking, you drag the other person, right?
Yeah, a drowning victim is, could be up to 5 times stronger than their normal strength. And although you want to help, we don't want to have two victims, so it's
Gotcha.
always important to have something between you and your victim.
You guys taking swimming lessons? Yes, that's big. Get swimming lessons.